Alright guys, it's Sun and Moon time. You already know what it is. The trailer time is sitting here refreshing, and they tweeted out early. We kind of knew, first off, we knew about this because of the data mine number one, that we knew we were going to get started to find evolutions, but we don't know the typings. Number two, this morning, about a few hours ago, the Japanese Pokemon channel, Pokemon Twitter, actually tweeted out a TCG pack of the box, you know, the front page, and it's literally the start evolution. So all the leaks confirmed. How the Chinese Riddle leaks got it, I will never know. But you can see, we're starting it up right now. Let's go. Please don't be firefighting. Dartrix. This literally carries the design. Decadui. What? Huh? What? He becomes Grass Ghost. He changed mid-typing. How? Spirit Shackle prevents the opponent from switching out? What? I mean, it's basically like an offensive mean look. Alright, let's go. No firefighting. Ah! Oh my god, thank god. It is Fire Dart. All the leaks confirmed. But the Grass Ghost, who actually saw a Grass Ghost coming? I definitely did not. Water Fairy, let's go. Brion's Final Evolution. God, he looks amazing. Water Fairy. Ignores the opponent's stat changes. Hello? That's good as shit. Let's go. Water Fairy, run with the hands. Oh my god, I called it. Yo, I called it since day one. I've been saying since day one, this thing is going to have the most offensive, the best starter Pokemon, and it just happened. Water Fairy is an incredible typing. Heals the burns of any target it strikes. Okay, I guess that's doubles. Meet the Guardians. Oh, they're showing the other Guardians. Unfortunately, data mining ruined this for us. Tapu Lele. Psychic Fairy? Jesus! They're all going to be Fairy types. Psychic Surge. It's Psychic Terrain. It is Psychic Terrain. Holy shit. Psychic Terrain. You can't use... It's either priority moves or you can't use dark type moves on it. And I had that as priority moves. I'm assuming it's dark typing. Yula, type Bulu. Grass Fairy. I already have that. You're not appreciating any poison stab at all. Grassy Surge. We already know about it. It's basically Grassy Terrain. But I'm assuming they're modified versions of Grassy Terrain. Yep. There's the Horn Leech. Poni Island's Guardian. That's a mermaid. Water Fairy. Yo, Water Fairy is such a good typing. It is such a good typing. The fact that we got 2 Water Fairies in this trailer is absurd. Absolutely absurd, dude. It went for some move. I'm assuming that was an ice move. The Tapus share a unique Z move. The Tapus have their own Z move. Okay. Oh my god! What? What type of Power Rangers? Hello? Goodness! You don't gotta do my Pro Pass living that though. Encounter even more Pokemon. Cosmog. We gotta know. I saw this from the data mine. What are they? Is it a pre-evolution of Lunala? What is it? I gotta know. I'm so upset that I got spoiled. Oh, I'm about to cook you, boy. You are ugly. What happened to its face? Look at the top of his head. He gets fur coat, so that's really good. He'll be able to take physical hits really good. Witness the beginning of the ALOLA Pokemon League. Hello? The mountain, the highest peak. They don't have gym leaders. No fucking way. Awesome leaguers, you better become an awesome trainer. Oh, that's the league. Alolan champions could take on the battle tree. Battle and team up with other famous. Cynthia! She's here! What about Lance though? Ain't nobody give a fuck about Wally like that. Hello? Hello? Battle Legends? That's not fucking Ash. What? Hello? What? I don't even know what to say. I'm so hyped. We have blue and red in here. The remix though. Hey. That remix though. That's so fucking cool. Sun and Moon is the best Pokemon game. I'm telling you. Oh my god. Alright guys, so if you stuck around, here's the next part. We're gonna sit down, calm down a little bit. We're gonna analyze some of the shit. I had all of the rest of my emotion. I didn't want to just sound and scream, because I screamed hella loud in my keyboard on Twitter. If you're not following me in there, follow me in there. We're gonna sit down and talk about all the new stuff here. In-depth analysis. Let's go. First, we're gonna talk about his Rowlet evolution, which is Decidueye. I don't know if that's the English name or not. We're gonna go with it. He's the one that really blew me back the most. My voice is a little gone from how crazy I went. But he's the grass ghost Pokemon. I did not think that a thing in a million years would have became ghost. It's an owl, and it's literally like it has wings. So instantly you're gonna think flying type. But then again, there's Gyarados that knows he's a flying type. So I don't know. But the whole line was flying type, and it just randomly changes with the ghost type. Let's talk about him. They said a Pokemon is able to move about while completely masking its presence from others. Once an opponent has lost its sight, Decidueye seizes a chance to attack its unawares. In a tenth of a second, Decidueye plucks an arrow quill from within its wings and sends it hurling towards its target. Its speed is astonishing, but not more than its precise aim, which enables the arrow quill to pierce a target through and through from half a mile or more away. Decidueye usually acts very cool, but it can become very flustered in unexpected situations like a surprise attack. This thing is gonna be fast as shit. Alright, its speed stat is gonna be fast as shit. We're gonna have another Swallow on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We have another Swallow on our hands. Maybe just a little slower, but we have another Swallow on our hands. A skilled Decidueye can boast acrobatic. That's what he's gonna learn. Curved shots. It seems some are also able to shoot arrows that reach up to the sky, only to come drilling down from above, piercing multiple targets one after the other. Spirit Shackle is a ghost-type physical move that only Decidueye can learn. An opponent hit with this move will become unable to flee from battle or switch without for an ally. So at first in my video I said it's basically the offensive mean look, which essentially it is because you're doing damage and they can't swap out. In competitive, this is huge. You can literally force a mon to stay in. It is literally Arena Trap, but a move. It is literally Arena Trap, but a move. They don't state if it's a 2 to 5 turns they keep them trapped in, similar to how it is from like Wrapped and Constrict. They don't really point that out. They kind of just say that you're trapped the moment it hits you with it. You cannot flee from the battle or switch out. So literally, this is so huge in competitive play. You cannot swap out. You can wear a mon down. It's ridiculous how huge this will be, both in singles and doubles. Honestly, I love the shit out of him. I do. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I hated Rowlet. I hated even more of Dartrix. But Decidueye literally made this Pokemon for me. I was scared if I didn't like this Pokemon because I'm like, I love all the grass type Pokemon but Chikorita, kind of. Well, I love all the grass type Pokemon but Meganium. I love Chikorita Bayleaf. And it's just like, I had a lot of high hopes. I'm like, maybe Rowlet will be the one. Maybe Bell will be the one that I hate purely from the beginning to the end. No, he's the opposite of Chikorita. I hate the first two, but I love the last one. So hyped. Oh my god, you can tell my voice is gone. I'm sorry, guys. You can tell my voice is gone. We're going to go through the starter before we go with the Tapus. The heal Pokemon, Incineroar. He is the Fire Dark, God bless America, God bless, and he literally resists both stab moves of Decidueye. So you Rowlet lovers, you Decidueye fans, I'm with you guys now. First off, number one. Number two, yeah, you're actually not gonna be able to touch Incineroar. I think that's how you say it. I have no idea, but there's actually no way that he'll be able to do any type of damage to it, with both stab moves. I mean, I say this now, but he'll probably just learn like a fighting move or some shit like that, Who knows? A ghost type learning a fighting move, that sounds pretty preposterous, but hey, you'd be surprised. Gengar can use Focus Punch. Anyways, though, he says as its fighting spirits increase, literally, you can hear from the first few words, the third word, it says fighting, and he's not a fighting type. Hold on. Before I want to quickly go on with this, Game Freak, I want to give a quick shout out to you. Because you heard all of us fans, you heard our cries and pleas and begs. You heard that we did not want a fighting type, and thus you gave us no fighting type. God bless America and God bless Game Freak. I gotta drink some shit before my voice dies. Alright, let's get back into it. The flames that Incineroar produces within its body burst from its navel and waistline. Since the flames somewhat resemble a championship belt, it's a wrestler, everything is coming to a fighting type. They're known as Flame Belt. The Pokemon unleashes moves that use flames from it. The heat of battle, Incineroar, shows no concern for its opponent and sometimes even launches attacks that strike the opposing trainer. Wow! He's literally fading the trainer of the Pokemon. There's no Pokemon that can come in on this guy because he's gonna kill the trainer. What commands are you gonna do? We're going based off instincts there, man. Holy shit. As a result, may tend to dislike this Pokemon and keep it at a distance. I actually love the shit out of it. Let me hug you, B. If a crowd watching it battle is pumped up, Incineroar's fighting spirit will burn brighter, but a lackluster crowd can make it lose focus or fight shoddily. So, like, you guys know the whole rumor about how it's a whole little speculation theory type of thing where they went from, like, you know how all the starters are based off of something, right? These pair of starters, they say, are based off of circus animals. You know, Rowlet being a circus sea lion, this being a circus tiger. You know, obviously with the crowd hyping it up, it's gonna do better, and the crowd being kind of it's not. And then Rowlet, I don't know. Maybe the guy who shoots like the arrow on the apple in the guy's head, something like that. I have no idea. It says when it receives the admiration of young people and children, it may keep up its cold attitude on the outside, but in its heart of hearts, Incineroar is immensely happy. It loses the desire to fight when faced with a Pokemon it's clearly weak or injured, and sometimes gets taken advantage of as a result. He's Ash's Charizard in the beginning. Jeez. Darkest Lariat. Literally Killer B and his brother. Let's go. The Raikage is a dark type physical move that only Incineroar can learn, and allows Incineroar to deal damage while ignoring the effects of any stat changes the target might otherwise be affected to. And this again is so huge. Stall teams, what are you now? Stall teams are a thing of the past now. I say this now as they're gonna announce another bulky ass Pokemon. It's gonna be like, hey, stall teams. Literally, this thing is crushing stall teams. You can have like a +2 Dragonite, right? And let's say, for example, he for some reason goes for like Aqua Jet and you live. Alright, I'm assuming that you live, right? It doesn't matter. He's not going based on stats. A better example, that was a shit example. A better example would be like a Cursed Snorlax. It's gonna pretend like the +2 defense is gone, and it's gonna pretend like it's at 0. And be able to just crush through. It's huge. Absolutely huge. So huge. This is huge because stall teams are annoying as shit to deal with, and when dark typing in this meta is so good, since they buffed dark typing with the knockoff buff number 1 and number 2, that they are now neutral against steel, which is huge because steel is one of the greatest defensive typings. That's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. They got a pretty big buff within the 6th gen meta, and they're going to continue going on forth from that in the 7th gen meta. That's huge. Next one we're going to talk about now is, of course, Popplio's final evolution. I gassed it up to all hell. People actually don't understand how much I gassed this Pokemon up. I said that it's going to have the best typing. You can go back to any video. I said that he's going to have, multiple tweets. I said he's going to have the best final evolution. Primarina is the best of the 3 competitively. I am saying this now because of right here, this fairy typing. Right, it's literally being carried. It looks like a bulky water fairy, and you guys don't know how good the combination of water fairy is. Stab Scald and stab Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast, whatever it wants to do. It is so good. So good. Oh wow, it's so good. As it dances, Primarina releases balloons of water into the area around itself, moving them using the sound waves from its voice. The sound of moonlight reflecting off its glittering balloons creates a magical scene. Since Primarina controls its balloons using its voice, any injury to its throat can become a grave problem. Its greatest enemies are arid environments and the overuse of its voice during back-to-back battles. Among the balloons that Primarina releases, some explode when touched, others do not. Primarina jump onto the non-exploding balloons while they make sport of their opponents, and they use the exploding variety to trigger chain explosions. Because you get it? Because you know how Hawaii came to be through a chain of volcanoes? Kind of, you know what there's shattering volcanoes coming out through the crater, you know. It's a good Hawaiian reference, right? Come on, geologists, we love this shit. Primarina's songs have many variations, each one changes the motions of the balloons. It's been observed that songs are shared among Primarina living together, so different colonies end up knowing different songs. Sparkling Area is a water type special move that only Primarina can learn, and it heals the burns of any target it strikes. Now, I had a lot of people that are just stupid that said this to me on the timeline. Like, I said it's just kind of lame, and they're like, oh yeah, but it gets rid of guts, and I'm like, why would you do that? You're making guts a weaker move if you remove the status inflictment on it, especially the burn. But at the same time, as well as in doubles, I maybe thought it could be viable in doubles. I don't know why. It's basically an offensive heal bell. I don't know why this is a move. You're literally doing damage. If it was in doubles, you're doing damage to your opposing. Like, let's say, for example, what is it? Let's say an example, like a Burns Mega Slowbro, and you have this Primarina. I'm just bullshitting here. In doubles, VGC, and you're going for like Sparkling Aria on the Burns Slowbro. You're doing damage to it, and he's removing it. I guess for some certain situations, kind of like that, since Slowbro will be bulky enough to take it. But you're taking damage from everybody else then. And even in singles format, you're taking, like, what? In singles format, it's absolutely useless. You don't want to burn your opponent's burn, or you don't want to remove your opponent's burn. Like, you want to keep it there, if anything. It's like if you skull burn, then you're like, I like you now, and you remove the burn. Like, no, I don't know. To me right now, it seems absolutely useless. I don't see anybody using this right now. Maybe in doubles, all right? Maybe in doubles. Otherwise, I don't see it really being used in singles format, because it just seems useless, you know? Maybe we'll learn over time how it's going to work out, but for now, it just seems absolutely useless in doubles. With that, we're going to talk about the next guy, though, which seems to be Tapu. He's the land spirit Pokemon, Psychic Fairy. Now, this one is very interesting. It shocked a lot of people because of the ability Psychic Surge, which I'm assuming is top priority. We're going to find out, but it's another one of the Tapus. I like it. It looks cute, looks adorable. It's my second favorite one. I like it. We're going to talk about my favorite one later on, though. There was a legend which says that long ago, Tapu once brought an end to war between the islands of Alola by scattering its scales and soothing the tired warriors. Tapu scatters glowing scales that physically affect others. Power Gem, providing stimulation to their bodies and healing their illness or injuries, but these scales can be dangerous as well. Power Gem, because a body can't withstand the changes brought about by contact with too many scales at the same time. It will scatter its scales over humans and Pokemon for its own enjoyment. While it is innocent in one sense, there's also a cruelty in the way it casually brings others to ruin. It's a tsundere. I love it! I love it! If Tapu doesn't have much energy stored in its shell, it may lack the strength to seize victory in a head-on battle. With this in mind, it tends to prioritize not losing a battle over actually beating a foe, and it's skilled at strategies such as inflicting status conditions on opponents. Oh god! He's bulky! He's literally, it says it doesn't like losing. What the hell? Nature Madness slams, what the hell is Nature's Madness? Slams a target with all, they're just gonna casually drop a move that it uses. So Nature Madness slams the target with all of Nature's Rage, reducing the target's HP by half. It's basically Super Fang. Psychic Terrain is a move that no Pokemon was previously able to learn, and using it will boost the power of any Psychic type Pokemon used by Pokemon on the ground and prevent them from being hit by priority moves. Okay, so it's essentially that. I thought maybe in the trailer reaction, if you guys could see, I said it's either priority moves or maybe it's just gonna be stupid broken and you can't use a dark move on it. But that's gonna be the case. Tapu ability is Psychic Surge, an ability that no Pokemon has had before. We just read this. Okay, I don't know why I just said that. But Nature's Madness, a new move. It's basically Super Fang, so it brings your target's HP to about half, which Super Fang does on the first go. So that's Super Fang in a nutshell. They're basically saying all these new moves, yet they're kind of old rehash moves with different, you know, designs, elements, and names. So shout out to that. Here's my favorite one right here. I like Tapu Fini. She's a water fairy and she's a mermaid. She can get the meep. I love both of them, honestly. I do. I like it a lot. I like it being because it's a fairy type, but I like fairy types. I do. This Pokemon is able to create a special water that purifies both mind and body. These things of Suicune before Suicune was Suicune. Whoa. But Tapu Fini requires that supplicants wishing to obtain the purifying water demonstrate the strength to withstand a Tapu's fog. So it sounds like it'd be able to learn defog maybe. Many humans have tried to withstand Tapu Fini's fogs in pursuit of its purifying water. Among them were some with evil intentions, which may be the reason for Tapu Fini's sense of disgust and lack of interest in appearing to people. Tapu Fini is able to attack by manipulating water. Since it hates to risk harm to itself during battle, it prefers to create a thick fog that puts opponents in a trance and leads them to destroy themselves. Tapu Fini's expressions remain listless, even when it's unleashing moves. Some people say that it might look this way because its using moves is so exhausting. This Pokemon's Nature Madness attack slams a target with all of Nature's Rage, reducing the target's HP by half. So they all seem like they learn Nature is Madness. I think that's a Tapu thing. You know, I'm going to go ahead and assume it's a Tapu thing. Tapu Fini's ability is Misty Surge, an ability that no other Pokemon has previously had. With Misty Surge, the field will be turned into misty terrain when Tapu Fini appears in battle, halving the damage taken by Pokemon on the ground from Dragon-type moves and preventing them from being afflicted with status conditions or confusion. That is absolutely broken. What? Let's reread this again. Misty Surge, the field will be turned into misty terrain. It's basically misty terrain. It makes it where dragon moves are literally cut in half. Having the damage taken by Pokemon on the dragon, and this thing is a fairy typing, so obviously in doubles format, the Pokemon on the side next to you, dragon moves are doing half. If dragons aren't already catching that nerf, getting fairies in here, boy, what dragon gonna prosper inside of VGC now? Damn, jeez. I know Misty Terrain is always a thing, but I never really dug my research into it, so I didn't know Misty Terrain did this. Crazy. That is ridiculous. Wow. Absurd. Jesus Christ. Okay. We don't really give a shit about Alolan Persian. Yeah, we know about it. He has fur. Okay, we'll do a quick synopsis. He has fur coat. Basically, he's taking half from anything, or just anything. He gets like really bulky. We saw him use a cool dark move too in the trailer. I don't really know what move it is. My boy got a really fat head. He got injected with them germs, and that's really it. Okay. I think that's all the Tapus. Oh, and this guy, I can't forget about this guy, the Grass Fairy one. He's basically like the offensive Whimsicott. Tapu Bulu has the power to manipulate vegetation and cause it to grow. It can use its power on its own horns, which are made of wood. Sounds like wood emery can be able to use. We did see him use Hornleech in the trailer, changing their shape or making them larger. This comes in handy in battle. This stolen Pokemon is not very active. People's opinions differ on whether it's a docile, it seems, or if the reasons it doesn't move much can be chalked up as simple laziness. Tapu Bulu does not like unnecessary battles or fighting other Pokemon. Because of this, it makes a loud, ringing noise with its tail to alert those nearby of its presence. Although Tapu Bulu may not like to start battles, it shows no mercy when dealing with the evildoers. It is said that when thieves once broke into his ruins, it punished them by swinging trees around like a massive club. Jeez! He is strong as shit. He picked up trees and beat niggas with it. Tapu Bulu can learn nature's... Okay, we know about that. Tapu Bulu's ability is a grassy surge, basically grassy terrain. Boosting the power of any grass type moves yet. They didn't change anything with it. Use the Pokemon on the ground and restoring a bit of HP to them each turn. They also have the damage taken by moves like Earthquake, Magnitude, and Bulldoze. Earthquake is going to be the bigger one. I don't remember if grassy terrain did that. I know everything else about grassy terrain but that. Earthquake is going to be bigger because, again, another doubles viable ability right here. Even in singles, he can come out solo, and Earthquake is doing half the damage. So not only does he resist Earthquake, number one, because of grass typing. Number two, he's going to be able to take it even better. And when you have Earthquake, one of the best moves in the game, like, he can take it this well. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, he literally laughs at any Earthquake out there. Like, Promogratton Earthquake, one of the strongest Earthquakes out there, he laughs at. Garchomp Earthquake, one of the strongest Earthquakes. Mega Garchomp Earthquake. Mammothswine Earthquake. Laughs at all of them. Absurd. Excadrill laughs at all of them. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Those are all the Tapus, I guess. And then the one that I really want to find out about, where is that hoe? He's like around here. Where actually is he? It's that small little... I think we skipped it. Did we skip it? I feel like we skipped it. It's like that small little thing that's very... Here you are. You're hiding here. the Nebula Pokemon. This thing really looks like it has something to do with Lunala. Cosmog, he's a psychic Pokemon and his ability is unaware. He's baby Clefable. This extremely rare Pokemon is known to only a select few in Alola. At one time, it was known only by the kings of Alola and their heirs. It was called the Child of the Stars. So he has a lot to do with Lunala and Solgaleo. The Aether, of course, the Aether Foundation. I'm telling you, these sneaky bastards really are the evil team. He's researching this unusual Pokemon, and one of the professors at the foundation recently dubbed it Cosmog. Cosmog is very curious and shows no fear of people or Pokemon. If you treat it with any consideration at all, it will take an immediate liking to you. This personality trait often leads it into danger. Its gaseous body is so lightweight that it's sent flying when the wind blows. Oh, he's gonna be so frail. When light falls on this Pokemon, Cosmog absorbs it and grows. Okay, so that's really it for this video then, guys. He literally is gonna have to do something with Lunala and Solgaleo. That's gonna basically be the case. He was in the data mine as well, and everybody thought that he was like, everybody thought that he was, the pre-evolution of Lunala. I feel like if that's the case, since it seems like it has something to do with it, I don't think it's going to evolve into Lunala. We all thought Type Null was going to evolve, and then Type Null did, so who knows if the thing does evolve into Lunala. If that's the case, it will be the first box art legendary which you actually can evolve into. Watch everybody be like, oh, Mew can evolve to Mewtwo. Mewtwo is not on any box. But yeah, I just feel like it's obviously it has something to do with them. Look at its spacious galaxy type-ish look. You know it does. But that's really gonna be it for the video, guys. You let me know all your thoughts down in the comments down below. With that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I am Numbnexus. Goodbye.